Tonight will be my third concert that I've done in this hall, so I'm a newcomer to the Elbphilharmonie, of course, as everybody is at this stage, and it's been 3 very different programs, and by far this is the largest thing I've done here. It's a lot of stuff. The War Requiem is a tricky piece to organize. It's a piece that uses the room in many ways. We have 2 orchestras, 2 choirs, music which comes from behind the stage. One needs to create, we have 2 organs, one behind, one in front. So a lot of stuff to organize. The hall seems to be wonderful for these kind of pieces. Always you have the feeling, if only I'd had 1 more hour to rehearse in here and to see what are the possibilities, what things we can find. But I think that's one of the pleasures of great halls and new halls, is that we keep discovering more and more how to use them best. So it's part of a journey. My connection with the War Requiem goes back to my childhood. My mother, as a child, was invited to hear the world premiere of the War Requiem conducted by Britain in Coventry. And that was such an enormous, it was a huge and important musical occasion, one of the big moments in the post-war English musical life. But for my mother, I think, an enormous experience that marked her very much. And I remember even as a young child, when I was first interested in music, she talked to me a lot about the War Requiem and introduced me to it because it had been such an important thing for her as a child. For her as a child, to go and experience what they were doing was already something very impressive. And then to hear this incredibly powerful music in this beautiful but stark modern cathedral, which was built in Coventry after the original cathedral had been completely destroyed in the war. I think it was a completely overwhelming experience for her and the beginning of a lifelong love of his music. It would have been wonderful to have had the chance to meet Britten and talk to him about many things. He was a great composer, a wonderful pianist, quite a good conductor, of course a hugely important interpreter of his own music. It would have been wonderful to have known him, but at 1 I don't think my questions were really ready for a mature conversation. My uncle played croquet with him. There you go, that's as close as I get.